days, King Kong may change Broadway forever. You've never seen anything like it, ever. Now is the time to see this epic thrill ride. Tickets start at just $49. King Kong, alive on Broadway.
Whoa! Hey everyone! Welcome to our special 6 p.m. Broadway trivia series, a special edition of Reward the Fan. I'm Allie Melendez, your host for right now and all night long. So not only is this game just theater themed, but it is specifically themed all around King Kong in collaboration with King Kong Live on Broadway. Now, I know that you know what King Kong is, but in case you've been living, under a rock like Patrick Star since 1933, allow me to explain. King Kong follows the journey of a director and his crew traveling to Skull Island from New York City to film a new project. Sounds pretty cool. The main actress is whisked away by the monstrous ape King Kong, and while the crew tries to do everything in their power to get her back, the actress and King Kong form a special bond. Now, imagine seeing this incredible story, but live on stage. You will not believe how incredibly lifelike King Kong is and how much this story comes to life on stage. I mean, just look at these guys. This could be you. And of course, if you want a chance at seeing this awesome show, here's how to play and win. All you have to do is answer 10 trivia questions about King Kong. And as long as you get them all right, you could win. For each question you get correct, you'll earn 5 cents in reward dollars. If you get a question wrong, it's all good, guys. Just use a free life. You get those by referring anyone your heart desires. Just giving them your referral code. That's it. Super simple. More referrals means more free lives. So get referring. Once you've answered all 10 questions, you are in the winner's circle. That means you and the other winners will be splitting the reward dollar prize, which tonight is a cool 500 reward dollars. From there, you'll be automatically entered to win 4 tickets to see King Kong Live on Broadway, brought to you by our friends at King Kong Live on Broadway. So nice. Gotta say it twice. So you guys could bring your friends, your family, anyone you want. 4 tickets. That is incredible. All right. Let me say hi to some of our amazing fans. I want to give a little shout out to some of you guys tonight. We've got Bonnie Jean 28. Bonnie Jean, how you doing? I love to see you, girl. And of course, Cat Lady 1996. Not bad. Cats or dogs? We want to know what you think. You could always let us know. A little sidebar there. But hey, Big Daddy Bill, you're in the house tonight. So is Deb Dobley, and of course, Galinda. Kind of like Glinda from Wizard of Oz, another musical. But no, this one is Galinda. You're even cooler because you're playing Reward the Fan. We've also got Like Pop, I Like Pop, and I Love to Sing. All right, guys. Of course, you can use these reward dollars after tonight's game and every other reward dollars you have been adding up to buy tickets to see King Kong on our app. So you could do that too. But of course, you can go to their website, buy tickets at KingKongBroadway.com. So make sure that you get your hands on that. It is an incredible story, like I said. And so if you don't win tonight, you can still buy them. It's all good. All right, let's get ready to pound our chests with Q1. Let's do it. In what year did the original King Kong film debut? 1890, 1933, or 2019? So while King Kong the musical just came to Broadway last year, the film is quite a bit older than that. Maybe it's the black and white footage or the lack of, cell phones and flat screen TVs. But something just doesn't scream 2019 about the original movie. That's probably because it came out 86 years ago now. Shout out to FDR. It is 1933. That is right. It's hard to believe that King Kong is 86. I mean, he does not look a day over. Well, actually, not really sure how apes age. But either way, it looks like 1,442 of you guessed this correctly. You are moving on to question 2. What is the name of the island that King Kong is discovered on? Is it Ellis Island, Staten Island, or Skull Island? Now, like most celebrities, King Kong was discovered in a much, smaller place before being taken off to the big city to become a star. And while he did eventually make his way to New York, he didn't get his start there. That's right. Staten Island is one of the 5 boroughs, and though Ellis Island technically belongs to both New York and New Jersey, your answer here is Skull Island. Skull Island is unfortunately a fictional place, but I like to think it's real. In our hearts, at least. We got 1,280 of you with Skull Island. That is fantastic, and you are heading into uncharted territory with Q3. What building does King Kong scale while holding Anne? Is it the Empire State Building, Rockefeller Plaza, or the Chrysler Building? I don't think King Kong gets enough credit for climbing this giant building. And there's a shot in the movie where it looks like he's maybe 4 or 5 stories tall, which would be about 50 feet. The building he climbs is over 1,200 feet tall. That's the equivalent to an average-sized ape climbing the side of a 13-story building. Whew. Props to the king himself for climbing the Empire State Building. That's right. You know it. It's one of the most iconic landmarks in New York and in the whole world, honestly. Of course, he climbed that building. Show off. We got 1,293 of you who are still climbing to the top in this game. But if you fell off, that's all right. You got to make sure to join us for our next game. Later tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, we've got Golden Ticket Trivia. And in case you haven't heard, it is National Siblings Day today. Yeah, so shout out to my siblings. All of our questions in tonight's 8 p.m. game are sibling themed. So get the family together and join us for that in a little bit. But for now, let's get back to this game with Q4. Which of these artists was not involved in the soundtrack for the King Kong musical? Sarah McLachlan, Justice, or BTS? These 2 artists actually contributed to the soundtrack for the original King Kong musical, which was mounted in Melbourne, Australia. Yeah, the land down under. I don't know what accent that was. I really tried, guys. But I wonder if in that version King Kong climbs, the Manchester Unity Building or St. Paul's Cathedral or maybe, some other Melbourne landmark that I just Googled before this. Anyway, your answer here is BTS. That's right. Gotta love them. Sarah McLachlan and French electronic duo Justice both contributed, but the Bangtan Boys were not involved. Ooh, okay. A lot of you went with Sarah McLachlan. She is the animal lover we all know and love, but maybe not the King Kong lover. All right, we have BTS, and you guys are going strong with question 5. All right. How many puppeteers does it take to control King Kong on stage? 1, 35, or 500? We are breaking the 4th wall a little bit here, you guys, but in the King Kong musical, it's actually not a real giant ape on stage. Believe it or not, what you are seeing is really an animatronic marionette that's controlled by puppeteers. Some of them are off stage, some of them are on stage, and some are on trapezes. Whew, it is a whole production. I mean, literally, it's a whole production. But in total, your answer here is 35. Sorry to ruin the illusion if you were hoping to see, an actual giant ape when you went to the show. But, you get what you get. All right, we have 733 of you who chose 35. Great job. So let's continue climbing in this game to question 6. In what continent was the original Broadway production of King Kong? Asia, Australia, or Antarctica? Were you listening earlier? I mentioned this one during one of the previous questions, so make sure you are always listening, people. It's what King Kong and I would want. All right, but I mentioned that earlier. The original production was in Melbourne, and while the show might be going to Japan soon, and it's on Broadway now, obviously, it did begin in Australia. That's right. Good day. The show first premiered back in 2013 in Melbourne, Australia, and it looks like 538 of you went down under to get this one, but you were rising up for Q7. How many songs are in Act 2 of the show? 14, 2, or more than 45? Should I just list the songs for you guys? All right, let's do it. I'm just going to list them. All right, we've got The Voyager Returns, It's Man, The Wilds and Perilous Sea, Last of Our Kind Reprise, Scream for the Money, I'll scream for some money, Dance My Way to the Light, Broadway Nightmare, NYC Chase, Empire Ascent, The World, Air War, Empire Soliloquy, and The Wonder. Whew. Did I break any records there? The answer here is 14. That's how many I just listed. Yes, I am a little out of breath from all of that, but as they say, the show must go on. So we have 461 of you who keep going in this show on to Q8. Great job, guys. What is the official Instagram handle for King Kong on Broadway? Is it at King Kong Sings, at King Kong B-Way, or at King Kong the Broadway Musical? Now, we love a good social media plug here. At Reward the Fan, I'm sure you know this by now, so be sure to check us out at Reward the Fan. And if you want, just saying, you could check me out too at Allie.Melendez. Why not? Anyway, if you're a real IG head, maybe you know that King Kong Sings isn't a real Instagram page. Neither is King Kong the Broadway Musical, so that means your answer here is at King Kong B-Way. That's right. That is a fan fumble. Oh man, maybe some of you aren't IG heads, but that's okay. You're killing it in this game. Just make sure to click that button to get a free life and jump back in it. All right. But this account has over 16,000 followers. It's just following 57 people. Great ratio. We'll do better stats at Reward the Fan if you want to follow us there too. All right, question 9. Who plays the role of Anne Darrow in the Broadway version of King Kong? Is it Sam Foster, Christiane Pitts, or Chris Ryan? This actress made her Broadway debut in A Bronx Tale in 2016, but this is her first big-time role. Anne is the leading lady of the show, the one who gets grabbed by Kong and is carried to the top of the Empire State Building. In a little bit of history, she's actually the first woman of color to play Anne in King Kong, which is awesome. Your answer here is Christiane Pitts. Shout out to her and shout out to representation. We are rooting for her here at Reward the Fan. Of course, we are also rooting for the 181 of you who got that one and made it to the final round. Wow, so many of you love King Kong. Who doesn't? It is amazing. This production is amazing, so let's not keep you any longer. Let's do it with question 10. In what year was the debut of the original production of the musical King Kong? 2000, 2008, or 2013? Now, as we mentioned, the original film debuted in 1933, but it took a long time before the story made its way to the stage. The musical version first premiered in Australia, and though it came to Broadway in 2018, it made its initial debut a few years earlier. The musical opened 80 years after the film at the Regent Theatre on June 15th, 2013. Oh, what a great year. And of course, that original production won 5 Helpman Awards, an Australian award given for live entertainment and performing arts. We have 140 of you who just did it. You are the winners. Congratulations. That is awesome. 140 of you guys who clearly know your Kong. And of course, you have each emerged as kings and queens. I'm seeing you guys representation. And you all answered 10 questions correctly. So, maybe you used a free life. However you did it, you did it. You each get to take home $3.57 in reward dollars. JVC Kiddo 1, Squirrel 1978, Ash Marlowe P. I am so happy that you guys are the winners. But of course, that is not all we have in store for you guys tonight. We still have to find the winner of those 4 tickets. So with that, let's run that ticket lotto. Come on, guys. All right. And in the meantime, again, check out their website. It is amazing. It's so much fun there. You can grab tickets if you don't win. So don't worry. There's still an opportunity for you to see this incredible Broadway musical. All right. Again, the person on the musical on Broadway, 4 tickets. You could bring your whole family if you're, family of 4. But if you win, you'll be prompted with a list of show times. Just make sure to make that choice in 24 hours. Congratulations, Mastermind 09. clearly you're a mastermind of this trivia. You did a great job. So proud of you. All right, nice job. You climbed to the top of the Empire State Building, at least in this aspect you did, because you made it to the top. And of course, everyone's still watching. Thanks so much for playing. I'm your host, Ali Melendez. Be sure to follow us at Reward the Fan on all of our socials. And do not forget to tune in to our National Siblings Day game later tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. Cannot wait to see you all there. Until then, just remember, we'll always be your biggest fan. I will see you again at 8. Congrats again, Mastermind 09.